Chujun wasn't just an entrepreneur, he was a storyteller, a performer, and when necessary, a fighter in court. He claimed he had invented a revolutionary refrigerant. No pollution, more efficient, no Freon. Sounds impossible, right? And yet he convinced the market, built a company, and made hundreds of millions. Before anyone realized, he never revealed the formula. When he couldn't convince scientists, he turned to capital. He went to Hong Kong. At the perfect moment, China was rising. Capital markets were booming, and investors were hungry for high-tech stories. So he built a company, Green Cool, not on factories, not on production, but on a narrative. And it worked. He went public, raised hundreds of millions. But the real genius wasn't the technology, it was the structure. Profits stayed in the listed company in Hong Kong. Costs were pushed into mainland operations. On paper, the company looked incredibly profitable. In reality, the system was far more complicated. Here's the most brilliant part. He didn't sell his product. He gave it away for free. Install it. Use it. And if it saves electricity, he takes a cut. Think about it. No cost, no risk, only upside. You don't pay. Unless it works. So tell me, who would ever say no? It was irresistible. But hidden inside this model was something else. Room to calculate, room to adjust, room to manipulate. Then someone asked a simple question. If your revenue is real, how much electricity did your customers actually save? The answer? Impossible numbers to justify his profits. His customers would need to consume hundreds of billions in electricity. That's not a company. That's the entire power grid. That's not business. That's fantasy. The first person to point this out was an investment banker, Zhang Huaqiao. But there was a problem. His firm was also a shareholder. And soon, he was forced to step back. For a moment, the story survived, until someone else stepped in. Lang Xianping, he didn't back down. He went public and questioned everything. This time, it wasn't internal doubt. It became a public storm. Media, investors, regulators, everyone started looking. At first, he fought back. He sued critics, and he won, which made him look untouchable. Meanwhile, he kept expanding, acquiring companies, Keelan mailing, trying to build something bigger, something powerful. But what he built wasn't a tiger. It was a giant cat built from pieces, without a real foundation. And when the numbers were tested, everything fell apart. Authorities got involved. The empire collapsed. And Guiyu Chujun went to prison. This wasn't just a business story. It was a lesson in the capital market. Stories can create value, but they can also hide the truth. Capital can amplify everything, even illusions. And for a while, the story always wins. Until one day, reality shows up. And when it does, math doesn't negotiate.